presentation. So, hey, welcome everybody. My name is Chuck Hansen and I will be your host. It is 8 p.m. on June the 8th. I can't hardly believe it. We're already in June, you know? I mean, what happened to the rest of the months? Already in June. Hey, I saw this and I had to use this because it really does tell the story, right? Your belief system rules your life. So whatever you believe, is what is all encompassing. So let me ask you a question. As I saw that, I started to think about a few things, and I want you guys to think about things as well. We're all thinking human beings, and I want you to think about, is what you're doing right now, right? Can you earn an unlimited income? Can you earn an unlimited income? And after you get off the floor, laughing hysterically and saying, no, of course not. Well, that's why I put it up there. Do you get paid if you don't work, right? I mean, do you get paid if you just go off and you do something? No, you don't, right? Are you your own boss? Probably not. Even if you own a business, you might own the business, but really the business owns you, right? I mean, I've been there, I've done that. I know for a fact that I owned the business, but the business really owned me. It dictated to me what I was going to do on a daily basis. So do you really earn what you're worth? People go, well, of course not. I'm worth a whole lot more, right? Or at least that's what a lot of people think. That's what I always thought, right? Even when I owned my own business, what would your life be like? Just let your imagination go, right? What would your life be like if you earned an extra $5,000 a month? What would it be like? What about an extra $10,000 a month? What if you had more free time? What would your life be like? What if you could travel the world and do things and help people? Is that something that you'd be interested in doing? So, if it is, all of these things are possible, right? So pay attention as we go through this. This is going to be very quickly. Little bit about myself. I've been a traditional business owner for 16 years, owned an advertising agency, 33 years in the network marketing industry, earned a little bit of money, want to earn more. Built some huge teams, helped a lot of people get back their life, right? Semi-retired until May of 2018. And then I got a call about, from a smiling friend, and more about that later. But you know what? I have to tell you a quick story. I never thought I'd ever be in the network marketing industry. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't understand it. I thought it was for people that couldn't go out and create a real business or get a real job, until a friend of mine kidnapped me, took me off to a meeting. And in that meeting that evening, 33 years ago, 1987, I found and saw a lot of people that didn't look particularly smart, that were making more money monthly than I was making annually. So I paid attention, right? I paid attention to what was going on. Long story short, I made a decision to join a company called Valentus, right, in May of 2018. And, I think it could be your path to a new life. Certainly is my path to a new life. I wasn't done yet. I was semi-retired, but I wasn't done, right? I was in the process of writing a book, and I'm going to get back to writing that book. But you know what? Your success is a choice. You can either choose to be successful, or you can choose not to be successful. Now, I know that sounds kind of crazy, right? But age, gender, education, not a factor. All those things that are factored in the real world make no difference in network marketing. Having a burning desire and being able to work a proven plan, really does make the journey a whole lot easier, and it really does work. So never too late to start, never too early to start, I mean, I wish that I would have found this industry way before I did, because had I of, I would have been retired a long, long time ago. So get ready. The world is going to be, and your journey is going to be awesome. We're going to tackle three major problems, right? You've seen that problem up there in the upper left-hand side of the screen. You know, both pockets empty, right? Not enough money. I mean, everybody says that, right? Our poor health, right? Everybody obese, everybody, just not the picture of health and wellness, and not enough free time. I mean, everybody always wants more free time. They've got a lot more things to do than to dedicate their life to working. So, I discovered early on that if it is going to be, it's going to be up to you, right? Everything in your life is a reflection of the choices that you've made, good or bad, and if you want different results, you've got to make a different choice. You can't expect to get different results doing the same thing that you've been doing that haven't gotten you the results. So I want you to think about that. Once you decide, and you've got to make that decision, once you decide that you want things to change, nothing or no one will keep you from reaching your goal. I mean, that's how it is, and always will be, but it's first your decision. You've got to be the one that says, you know what? I'm sick and tired. My life sucks. Everything around me sucks. My car sucks. And I'm going to change everything. So, this is all about change. Change is sometimes painful and sometimes, but it's necessary if you don't want to wind up like this, right? I won't tell you the story about the dog on the porch, but here's what life is, right? 85% of the people out there hate their job. Yeah, yes, we went through the pandemic and everybody stayed home and now everybody's going back to the job that they hate, right? Average income in the job that they hate is $50,000 a year. The average person makes over the course of their lifetime working $1.4 million. Not a whole lot of money, quite frankly. 25% of your life is spent working, right? Punching the clock, working away. I saw a report here not too long ago that the peak of human misery, I never thought anybody ever measured anything like that, was 47.2 years in age, right? That's the age at which you have determined, or, they have determined that people say, you know what? This is not good. My life is not good, and it's never going to change. 47.2. So at 65, most people are either dead or dead broke because of the way that they planned or the lack of planning. There you can see the income for males, income for females on an annual basis. Disgusting, right? Disgusting. And then you're supposed to retire when you're 65 or 70, and 3 out of 5 will reach, 80 or beyond. What do you do in the meantime when you can't work? So, I know this is not the outcome that you want. It's not the outcome that I wanted. And that's why I chose a different path. And I'm hoping that you're going to choose a different path as well. This is my smiling buddy, Dave Jordan, that called me in May of 2018. He was all excited about a weight loss coffee. And here I was, I'd been flying around the world for the past 3 years. I was eating too much, I was eating too well, and I was eating too often. And then as a result, my clothes started shrinking. No, honestly, I was getting fat, right? I was getting fatter and fatter and fatter. No exercise equipment on airplanes, just a lot of temptation, right? A lot of temptation. So I ate and gained weight. I came home and I said, you know what? I've got to find something. I got to find a solution. And that's what happened, was that I was looking for a solution to lose weight, and all of a sudden Dave calls me and he's talking about a weight loss coffee. I said, Dave, I'm not interested. I knew David started Valentus, love him dearly, been friends for about 8 years, and I wished him good luck when he started the company, and I went off and did my own thing. And I said, you know what, Dave, because you called me, because you asked me to listen to a call, which I did, and I found the call very interesting, very convincing. And so I ordered some coffee. And I thought, well, probably won't work for me, but you know what? I gave it a shot anyway. Drank 2 cups of coffee every morning like I've been doing my entire adult life. And the weight, I didn't really understand. I didn't really know that the weight was falling off, but I knew I didn't have an appetite. I knew I had a lot more energy. I had a lot more concentration. I had a lot more of everything, and I had a lot less cravings and a lot less appetite. So I accidentally got on a scale, discovered I had lost 9 pounds the first week. That got my attention, right? I started paying attention now for the next 3 weeks. I lost 18 pounds the first month. I called Dave up and I said, hey man, I just bought an airplane ticket to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm coming up and visit with you for a couple of days. I was doing that for a number of reasons. I wanted to go up and see Dave, but I wanted to investigate and I wanted to really, convince myself that this is not a direction that I want to go in, right? I didn't want to go back to building another team. But however, after 2.5 days of spending time with Dave, I took that all back, right? I said, Dave, you know what? I've got to join you. Everybody is going to love this company. They love you. I see what's going on. It was very reminiscent to 3 other companies I was involved in where I had made millions of dollars each and every time. And Valentus was right at that stage. So I joined, I paid my money and went to work. 2019 sales went from 17 million to almost 100 million, up 525%. Amazing growth, right? And folks, I just want to say we're just now getting started, right? The company will be 6 years old in July, and all the bugs have been worked out. Things have been worked out, and we're going to take the world by storm. So if you're looking for an opportunity, I would highly suggest that you get back to the person that thought enough about you to point you in the direction of watching this video and tell them you are ready to get started. Our product line is, Dave started with 4 products. It's 25 or 26 products right now. I hear shortly it's going to be 30. Weight loss, energy, performance, detox, anti-aging, general health, metabolism. I mean, everything, products that I would buy, whether or not there was an opportunity attached. And that is really the catalyst, right? I mean, if you've got products that produce results, I want to say that, I got hooked on the coffee, but now I'm hooked on about 6 products, right? I mean, I love about it. And they make me feel better. They make me operate better. They just make me, perform better, right? The Optimum Coffee, I've lost 40 pounds, right? I went from 215 to 175. I've jumped up now to about 180, 33-inch waist down from a 40. And so I'm in the best shape of my life. And people said, it's your age, nobody can lose weight. I said, man, I'm in the best shape of my life. So I haven't seen these numbers on my scale in a long, long time. I want you to go to valentusproducts.com, valentusproducts.com, and go take a look at all the different products. Next thing I want you to do is go to fbtestimonials.info, fbtestimonials.info. That's our Facebook testimonial page. Go take a look, right? I mean, there's hundreds, if not thousands. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of testimonials up there. Go take a look at the transition that people have gone through. I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. One of the things that we had been working on was to put together a plan, something that somebody could follow that wasn't very difficult, that produced results that everybody could do. And we came up with something that we call the 1-a-month plan, right? The 1-a-month, the easiest and quickest path to a 6-figure monthly income, not 6-figure annual income, but 6-figure monthly income that I've ever seen in my life. So I'm going to take you through that. It starts out like this. There's lots of different ways to get started with Valentus, but I'm going to focus on one way. Why? Because it works, right? And because it maximizes the payout in the compensation plan, which is what you want. So this business, this global business that can produce millions of dollars worth of income for you, costs you $600. So dig deep, go find $600 and buy a business builder pack. Then make a commitment to buy 3 products every month. And I say buy, try, you got to try 3 products every month. Make that commitment for the next 12 months, right? Yes, the money is going to come out of your pocket initially, but over time that money will come out of earnings. And I'll show you that in just a minute. And then the most important part of this whole formula is find 1 person a month that will duplicate the same thing, right? They'll buy a business builder pack. They'll commit to trying 3 products for the next 12 months, and they'll find 1 person every month that'll do the same thing. And it's just a duplication process, right? So if you can see yourself doing this, I mean, this is a part-time business. This is in addition to whatever you're doing, you're going to build a side gig, right? Something on the side so that if and when the next pandemic hits, you've got something to fall back on, right? You've got a residual income that'll pay you whether you work or not. So the best time to get started is today, right? I'm going to show you this 13-month plan to freedom. I put this chart up here because this is from the company. They put down the average monthly income of people at the particular rank, right? They know what they're paying. It's kind of an income disclosure. Diamond, $3,000 to $6,000 a month. Double diamond, $75,000 to $12,500 a month. Triple diamond, $15,000 to $30,000 a month. Blue diamond, $33,000 to $75,000 a month. And there's other positions above blue diamond. I just didn't want to blow you away with all the numbers. So that's enough to kind of sink your teeth into. Just imagine. I mean, here we go. 9 months, you're a diamond. 9 months. That's going to take 9 months of consistent effort, right? So this is not something passive. You're going to have to actually, engage. But $3,000 to $6,000 a month, not bad, right? Not bad income. You can figure out a lot of things to do with an extra $3,000 to $6,000 coming in. Next month, the 10th month, $75,000 to $12,500. The next month, $15,000 to $30,000. Can you imagine? June the 8th, 2021, you're at $18,000 a month, $22,000 a month, whatever the case may be. It's possible. People are doing it and have done it. So if they can do it, you can do it. Month 13, blue diamond. Here's this once a month model, right? 1 a month model, very, very simple. I'm going to kind of give it to you in little bite-sized pieces every snapshot every 2 months. I want you to watch this team size. I want you to watch this gross commission line and the purchases. You make your $600 purchase here in June. You sponsor Tom. You make $100, and you're now only $500 in the hole, right? The next month you sponsor Jim. Tom sponsors somebody. You got a whole group of 3. See how this happens? You make another $100 by sponsoring Jim, and he buys that business builder package. You spend $160, so you're back up to $560 in the hole. But look what happens, right? 4th month, your group grew from 3 to 15. Your income grew to $475 that month, right? Not a lot of money. I mean, but it's working. You can see that it's working. You made your $160 purchase, right? This business is all about a lot of people doing a little bit, and that little bit is that $160 a month. You're only $285 in the hole. By month 6, your group has grown from 15 to 63. You've made over $1,000 that month. You've continued to make your monthly purchase. You're $970 to the good, right? You are now out of debt. your global business is now out of debt and you're rocking, right? By the 8th month, you're at $4,250 for the month. Your group has grown from 63 people to 255. Everybody is doing, here you are. You sponsored Mary, Sue, Frank, TJ, Mitch, and Dell, right? You sponsored 8 people and your organization is 255. Other people's efforts, right? You're using leverage to build an income, one of the components of network marketing. You've now made $7,400 total in your 8 months. By the 10th month, you sponsored a couple of more people. Your group has grown to over 1,000 people. This month, you've got your first 5-figure monthly income. You're still making your purchase every month, but you know what? It doesn't make any difference. It's not coming out of your pocket. It hadn't come out of your pocket in a long time. You're getting the products for free, basically. $32,855 is what you've earned. By the 12th month, your group has grown to over 4,000 people. You put in 12 people. You personally enrolled 12 people, and you've now gone to $68,250. This is exactly what the Valentus compensation plan will pay if you follow and everybody else follows this exact same formula. Now, obviously, you can do it longer. You could, sponsor one every other month and it'll take you twice as long. You can sponsor more people and it'll shorten this. So you're in control of the gas pedal. You can go faster, you can go slower, totally up to you. But I would want to get to that $68,000 figure as quickly as possible. Look, you made 135 grand, but let me show you what happens next month, right? Your organization doubles. Your income goes to your first 6-figure monthly check. I remember when my wife saw my first 6-figure monthly check, and she was just ecstatic. I mean, my first check in this industry was $43, and that was after a year of doing everything wrong. I should have quit. I was planning on quitting, but I just don't quit, right? I'm just one of those guys that once I make up my mind, and I see other people that don't look particularly smart doing it, then I figure out, that I can do it as well. So, when she got that check, she says, you know what? She said, I'm sure glad that I talked you into doing this network marketing thing. Well, that was the furthest thing from the truth, actually, because she fought me tooth and nail about selling the business that we had built for 16 years to jump into the unknown, basically, just hands off. Let's go do this. By this time, guys, you made $271,000. You just made more money monthly than you just made in the past 12 months collectively, right? So this plan works if you work. I'm gonna just drop something on you right now. I love this little 3-minute piece. I hope that you do.
You got to have the courage. Do you have the courage to act outwardly on what you see inwardly? Or will you die a dreamer? Will you die on the verge and on the edge and in the land of coulda, woulda, and shoulda? Do you have the courage? I'm going to drop something on you. It takes courage to be successful. It is far easier not to be successful. Misery will always have company. Success breeds contempt. If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and fit in. And if you're more concerned about people than you are God, then neutralize everything he put in you. Just fit in with everybody else. Dress like them, walk like them, act like them, eat like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do. And once you've neutralized your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to go where you've never gone before. For some of you, it took courage to come to this conference. It takes courage to get you outside of the box. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're going to talk about you. Do you have the courage to stand there though the storms keep raging and the people get to talking and you stand there and say, I've come too far to turn around? Do you have the courage? I'm going to say something to you. It takes courage to be exceptional. It takes courage to be wise. It takes courage to be rich. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be knowledgeable. Because the moment you do, but you don't talk like you, you forgot where you came from. Look at you, it takes courage. And I'm just wondering, in this weak, watered down, mediocre society that we live in today, in this reality TV world we live in today, I'm wondering if there's anybody left that's got the courage to say, after all I've been through, and all my ancestors have been through, and all my parents have been through, I didn't come through all of that just to fit in with normalcy. I have the courage to go after my dream. Is there a woman left in this entire Coliseum that's got some courage?
I'll tell you what, guys, that's the kind of message that puts a smile on your face, right? Because it does take courage. It takes a lot of courage to go off and do something that you don't know anything about. But the one thing, there's one thing great about this industry of network marketing, and that is the more people we help, the more success you achieve. So the more you give, the more you get. And, that's really is the win-win.
You got to have the courage
situation in this industry. So I know everybody on here has got what it takes. You just have to, dig down deep and go and do it. So, that's about the end of my presentation. I put a couple of pictures in here. This is, one of the things that we've had the luxury of doing because of our income. Yes, I've been involved in the network marketing industry now for 33 years, but I've retired, for several years sometimes because I had the income, right? I had the residual income. I got paid whether I worked or not, right? When I joined Dave Jordan in Valentus, I made him a commitment, right? I made a commitment to him and I made a commitment to myself. I said, Dave, I'm going to give you 3 years of my life because at my age, you've got more yesterdays than you do tomorrows, right? So I said, I'm going to give you 3 years of my life. And I said, or until my income hits 100 grand a month. You see, I already knew that it could be done, because there were people and I had done it before. So, so he laughed and he said, okay, Chuck, I'll accept that. Well, when my good friend John Haramza, hit 500,000, listen, 500,000, think of your life, think of what your life would be, just a fraction of that. But, he hit 500,000 a month. I said, Dave, I'm revising my goal. I'm going to give you 5 years of my life or until my income hits 500,000 a month. And he said, I thought you were done at 3 years. And I said, yeah, but that was before John hit, 500,000. So, hey guys, everything is possible and living the dream is possible. Whatever that dream happens to be for you. Maybe it's not money. Maybe it's, a lot of other things. people come into this industry for lots of different reasons, but I want you to get back with the person that thought enough about you to point you in this direction, to let you watch this information, whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching on YouTube or whether you're watching it somewhere, somehow. You were meant to watch this and get this information, and tell them that you're committed. Tell them that you will give them, 12 months of your life, 24 months of your life, that you're committed to doing this and changing your life. So, I'm looking for dreamers. Everybody's got a dream, and I'm hoping that you've got a big dream still that you want to accomplish, because everything is possible with Valentus. So with that, I want to thank you for joining us here this evening. I'm going to shut this recording off and enjoy the rest of your day, morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever happens, whatever time zone you happen to be in. And we will talk to you. Oh, let me make a very quick announcement. There's not going to be a Tuesday 8 p.m. Zoom, right? We're going to not do a Tuesday or a Wednesday, but we're going to have two Zooms on Thursday. So,
oops, hang on a second.
Okay,
I
Mitch,
want to hear about her.
I knew you'd have it ready.
Yep, I got it ready. Hang on one second. There we go.
There it is.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and post that for everybody. Yeah, I don't see we didn't see the need for Tuesday, because it seems to be the least attended. Thursday's always great. So we're going to go ahead and add a Thursday at noon, which is Eastern, and 8 o'clock. So twice on Thursday instead of Tuesday and Thursday at the same time. Everybody got that? All right, cool. So I'll go ahead and get that out, Chuck.
Good. Okay, guys. Well, that's it. Have a great rest of the evening, and look forward to seeing all of you here on Thursday.